All right. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below. This video is entitled, You Came From Something, You Just Blew It. Now, a lot of us we talk about poverty and the poverty mentality and what people have of poverty mentality, right? But we never talk about the black people who came from something. And y'all just blew it. And some of you want to hide behind, I ain't came from nothing, I came from this and I came from that, and it was hard. No, that was your cousins. That was your other family members that you hung out with. That wasn't you. You came from something, you just blew it. You had opportunities, you just blew them. And you don't want to say you blew them, but we know, so let's get into this. See, some of y'all came from two-parent households, and you act like you came from single-parent households. But what if my mama wasn't there? What if my daddy wasn't there? You was in the fucking house with them. They told you what to do. They showed you what to do. Stop acting like they was in the house and you didn't exist. They told you and showed you how to work together as parents. They told you and showed you how to work through problems. They told you and showed you, everything ain't gonna be it's not a fantasy and it's gonna be rosy all the time. They told you and showed you where they came from. They took you around both sides of the family. They took you around where they came up. They showed you everything that you needed to know to respect where you at, how you got where you at, and how to take it to another level, and how to take what you got and take it to another level. Because they showed you either their humble beginnings, or they showed you, I'm doing a little bit better than my parents, so we're gonna do better for you than my parents did for me. So when you have kids, you got to do better for them. Like, they showed you how to keep going upward. You just blew it. You don't want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? You got smart family who had a hard work ethic, who made money, who worked hard. And when it came to you, they spent their hard work, they hard-earned money on giving you opportunities, and you felt like you was just entitled to be spoiled, and you blew it. You don't want to talk about that, do you? You don't want to say, yeah, you got everything you wanted, but compared to your parents, they didn't get none of the shit you got. You got all the toys you wanted. You got all the books you wanted. You got all the clothes you wanted. You got all the gadgets you wanted. You got all the when it was time to go to summer camp. You went to summer camp, STEM camps. You went to the STEM camps. You went to you participated in all the extracurricular activities. You learned how to play instruments. You played all the sports. You got picked up and dropped off. You had the sleepovers. You just blew it because you just felt like, Mom, I got money. So you didn't have a work ethic because you felt like you didn't have to work because everybody's supposed to do something for you. You came from something, you just blew it. We don't want to talk about the people, some of the cats that I went to college with who, they had cars at 16. Their parents put money in their bank account. But what they still wanted to do, I'm going to go sell drugs. It's exciting. Because I can always call home. I could sell drugs and act like I'm in these streets, right? And I could do this school thing, and I can always call home and say, I ain't got no more money. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take half the money they send me, and I'm going to invest it in my drug dealing, and then I'm going to use the other half for what I really wanted. See, I'm hustling my parents. And you still ain't wound up nowhere in your fucking life. You came from something, you just blew it. You don't talk about the people whose parents was paying for their education and they was just wasting years away in college. Shopping, doing dumb shit, partying. The ones whose parents, had the connections and got them scholarships and filled out the paperwork and did the research and helped them get in a position to be successful. And what you wanted to do, the ones of the cats that lost their scholarships, because they didn't go to class. The cats that got kicked out of school, and when I say cats, I mean men and women. Don't get it twisted. The ones that just didn't want to go to class and lost their scholarships. The ones who got arrested for stealing. The ones who got kicked out for inappropriate behavior. That type of stuff. You had your opportunities, you blew it. You know, we don't talk about the people whose families took care of them and they had a million dreams. You know, I did this, I did that, I did this, you know, I did this. And a small minority of these cats are successful today because their family went through a whole lot of money with all of their dreams when they were wasting times finding themselves. And then at some point, something clicked and that person became successful. But they don't talk about all the bullshit that they went through, all the phases. I want to be a party. I want to be a traveler. I want to be an explorer. I want to be an athlete. Now I want to be an actor. Now I want to be a singer. Now I want to be now I want to be an author. I ain't got no money. I need some more money. Give me some more money. And then they wind up not being shit as an adult. You know, I have it. You know, we ain't gonna talk about the kids who had it so good that what they want to do is guilt their family into taking care of them some more. If y'all don't take care of me, I'm gonna wind up having to go out in these streets and do something serious. Take your pussy ass out there then. Hope you get shot. You know, you didn't have to go out in the streets. You just decided when the family said, "Look, man, we've done everything for you. We got to cut you off. Done. Because you ain't getting right. You got to see how this world is on your own." We don't talk about the people who have it and they just blew it. We're not going to talk about the people who grew up with a family business and they don't want to participate in the family business. But they want the family business to always fund everything that they want to do. And they don't want to say, you know, if they make any money off what they do, that's their money. They don't bring money back to the table. And because they don't have a responsibility of bringing anything back to the table, they even financially destroy their own dreams. We don't talk about that. You know, we don't talk about the kids who, you know, I'm from the hood. No. You lived in the hood. I made a video about that. Just because you live in the hood don't mean you poor. You know, the people that lived in the hood and were well taken care of, and they want to live on the ideology, they'll go somewhere else. I'm from here. I'm from there. Bitch, I know you though. Fuck you talking about? Like, I know you. Like, you the one that cries at night because you couldn't get no ice cream. That's you. You know? You the one that begged your parents, I want the shoes so bad, I'm gonna. But you'll get out in the streets, I'm a killer. Fuck out of here. You know? We don't talk about the kids who, my dad worked at the plant, you know, for GM for 30 years. My mama worked at AT&T for 35 years. My such and such worked at the post office. My such and such was a lawyer. My such and such was this. All these blue collar, white collar jobs that they was taking care of your ass. And you still ain't got it together. You know. What did you buy? A car in an expensive apartment and you want to take a bunch of Instagram pictures. But you still calling home for money because you want to live. You living beyond your means because you still living off your family. And you went to school, you got an education, you got a job, and you still calling home asking for money. Because you blew it. You know, the people who ask for extra loans so they can go party and vacation, and now they mad that they got to pay back money. And then they want their parents to pay back money that they should have never got in the first place. You know, that type of stuff. We don't talk about the people like that, right? We don't talk about the people who, you know, your family told you, got you away from streets, got you away from getting pregnant early or always had you on the right path. But you chose to go to the streets. You chose to be a thot. But then you want to blame the world because you blew it. No, we no. Y'all don't get off the hook. Cause see, some of you, I ain't gonna say some. A lot of y'all come from good homes, and y'all hiding behind people who really came from rough situations. You know, a lot of y'all haven't been homeless. A lot of y'all haven't been in group homes. A lot of y'all haven't actually had family members and friends, you know, or people never came from environments where, you know, gunshot sirens and helicopters was a norm. No, a lot of y'all just are spoiled rotten. That's all. Y'all spoiled rotten. And y'all want to hide behind because you black or because you grew up in a certain neighborhood. You experienced the same thing everybody else experiences. No, you didn't. You blew it. A lot of you athletes out there who went to college, man, I could have made the pro. You fucked it up. That's what you did. You went to school doing dumb shit. You got kicked out. You didn't make the team. You decided to drink and party. You decided to make all these dumbass decisions, and you had the opportunities. You just blew them. You want everybody else to feel sorry for you. And you gotta sit this side by side with the people who didn't have the opportunities you have, who didn't have the support system you have, who didn't have people believe in them like you had people believe in you, even though they knew there were people better than you there in the same place at the same time. They chose you over them. Let's get into that one too. There are people who the community just rallies around. This person's going to be the one because everybody likes that person. So everybody, even the family backs them, the community backs them. You know, everybody just praises this. This is going to be the one. And there's another person right there that's better than that person. That people go, oh, they're going to be all right. They're going to make it. They always hard working. They always keep their head down. They always humble. They nice to be around. But we don't really, they good. But we're not going to give them the same amount of credit to this person because we like this person more than we like that person. And you had all people push you all the way up to the top. And to push you to the top, they pushed that person down. And that person became successful in spite of everybody believing in this person to the point they exalted him while they marginalized this person's greatness. You got all that push and you still blew it. You made a million mistakes, but everybody, I'm going to cover for you because you're going to make it. The other person can't make no mistakes because deep down they don't like this person because they know that's the real one. They don't want that person to make it because they actually did it the hard way. You can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them they didn't earn it. You can't tell them they didn't work for it. You can't tell them that they don't deserve it because they did it all in spite of. This person did everything because of, and you failed. This person did everything in spite of, and they succeeded. You don't want to talk about those people. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to talk about, suburban kids. If you're from the suburb, if you grew up in the suburbs, and you are over 25, and you're talking shit about people from the hood, and you still ain't got your shit together, and you from the suburbs, you fucking blew it. You blew it. You know how I can say that? Because you shouldn't be 25 and up. Let's say this. You go to school, you graduate probably by 22. If you want to be a lawyer, a doctor, it's going to take you a little longer. 26, 28, shit like that, right? But if your family has put you in a position to be successful, and now, you're dabbling in getting your shit together and enjoying your youth, you fucking blew it because the people that come from a harder situation are working through that whole process while you bullshitting. You can't explain to a person who doesn't have the support system that you have that you're out that it took you this amount of time because you've been sitting on your ass because you could. You don't want it like that. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to bring it up. Like, there's a lot of people who, you had the opportunity, you just blowing it. Don't say it's poverty. It's you. You full of shit. But that's my thoughts. I'm out.